Nate, what's been your perspective on like the gym recently, and like what do you think about it, and like your future gym life, and like all that type of shit?
It's cool, and we've been very consistent for over a month. No, not over a month. I'm tripping. For like a month now.
Yeah,
So I feel like I see a little bit more tone in my muscle, like from time to time. But I think with another month of like the way we've been consistent, or maybe even another month or two,
Yeah.
we'll see some like major progress.
What do you think? What do you think? Like, what does a guy have to lift? Whether it's like curls, bench press, or squats, or whatever. What does he have to be around for you to be like, okay, he's a strong guy?
I think number one,
What do you make? What weight makes a guy a strong guy?
but that's the thing. Like for us, weight, it depends. Like on bench, like if you bench 225, you're a dog, right? Like simple.
I think that's like standard.
I think 225 it just means like you could bench.
you're a strong guy.
That's like 225 is like entry level strong. If
I
that
think
makes
it's like
sense.
entry gym level, like
Yeah.
gym level. Like when you go to the gym, you could bench to 25 type shit, right?
And that would be like where you're at, no? Like
I'm like
He's like
entry
right,
level.
almost there. He's
and-
almost there.
And that's what that would be like what you consider to be like entry level strong type.
I
shit.
have 225 PR. I don't do 225 for reps.
Do you know what PR is?
it's
It's
like your max.
personal record. Yeah,
yeah.
personal record.
It's how much weight you can do with one rep. What's the max you can do one time?
So back to the Angel's question, I don't even think that like the weight is that crazy. I think if you perfect the form of like how you're doing it, you could get a better pump with doing super like not super light,
But lighter.
but lighter. I think the max you could do without being like, oh fuck, I can't do this is where you should do it at. So like when we're on the tricep machine, we'll have it like at 40 or like 30, right? We're not going on there with 90. We're not going on there with 80. We're gonna fucking kill ourselves, right?
We'll frame it in terms of like reps. What weight for reps would be considered strong?
As far as reps, go to failure. That's me.
I'm saying like weight. Like if I did like for curls, I got the 25 dumbbells.
Right.
So let's say like I'm doing 25s for 10,
Right.
and a guy did 30 for 10, and a guy did 35 for 10, and 40 for 10. Like
Right.
where is the weight for reps? Is it like okay, like you get past 15, you're strong, or is
Right.
it past 30, you're strong? What do you think?
I think as far as dumbbell wise, or do you want me to name just like every one type
You
shit?
could just name the big ones like bench press.
I would say
curl.
bench if you could do like 45 with a 25
So like 185 pounds.
like 175 185, you're legit type shit. I say
For reps?
like me right now, I'm like at a $155, like almost a $165 type
Yeah.
shit. So like I'm building it up there. My goal is to bench 175. So I think if you could bench 175 or more, you're like you got muscle. Like you could lift a little bit. If you do 225, that's like you've been going to the gym.
Yeah.
Like you've been in the gym for some months. Like
Dude,
you put the
dude.
work in. You know?
Dude, you've been going to the gym.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as like dumbbells, like you got 25s right there. I could hit the dumbbells
Right.
25, but then like I feel like if I put 20, I'll get more
Yeah,
of
you
a
get
better form.
Right.
I'll get more of a squeeze. I could squeeze it harder. So I think those little things definitely play a factor. Pre-workout plays a big factor, a major
Mm-hmm.
factor. But yeah, diet of course too.
What do you think?
I think to consider yourself, because right, there's levels to it. There's people who are never been to the gym.
Yeah.
That's most people in the world, like probably 80%,
Yeah.
70%. They don't work out at all. Then you got people who like do like jogs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people who weightlift, I think that you can't consider yourself strong, and I don't even consider myself strong. I think
Yeah.
I'm like strong. If there's a line of strong, it's here, and I'm like below that line of strong.
Yeah.
Because I just know like people who go to the gym like 225 is like that's lightweight.
Yeah.
That's like 225 is like don't even like talk about what you bench press unless you can do 225. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
think so.
Don't even start.
I don't think so though.
But I'm talking about not the average gym goer. I'm talking about
Yeah.
people who go to the gym.
Yeah, but those niggas are like Bradley Martin niggas.
no, not
and,
those
like,
kind of guys. I'm talking about like guys who like don't do any podcasting, don't do any
Yeah.
like anything. They just work out and
Yeah.
they just are in the gym. Like
Yeah, yeah.
225 is not that hard. You can get it done
Yeah.
in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Because most people who actually go to the gym, it's like a long thing for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people
Yeah.
people who've been going for like 3 or 4 people like if you started in 2020 and you still go to the gym now, like those kind of people. Like
Yeah.
I don't mean like Bradley Martin, like bodybuilder, Arnold
Yeah, yeah,
Schwarzenegger guys, or
Right.
like I'm talking about not even on steroids guys.
Yeah. Natural.
Don't even say like you're like strong until like you get that under your belt. Yeah. And then for curls, like I don't know for curls exactly. I don't know what I would consider strong. I'd say like if you're curling like 30.
Yeah.
And I can't even curl 30 for
30
biceps.
be hard. Today we were doing the triceps with 25.
Yeah, we're doing
what was it?
kickbacks. We're doing kickbacks
Those
with
were
25.
tough with 25.
That were tough. So I think if you're doing like hammer skull crushers, kickbacks with 30s, if you're bicep curling with good form,
Yeah.
and high reps, I think you're strong. Like
Yeah.
30 is crazy. Like,
Yeah, 30 is like-
imagine dude like he can do 12 or 3 sets of 12 for 30 on his bicep. Just
Right. Boom. Boom.
good
Yep.
form, like you're strong, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think that's what's strong. And then for bench, I think like I don't think you're weak if you're under 225, but like to consider yourself, it's like playing Call of Duty. You know what I mean? If a guy
Yeah.
got like 12 kills, but you
Yeah.
really play Call of Duty, it's like bro, like 12 kills ain't shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then not only that, it's like
Or like basketball.
you said, like how much time did you put in?
Yeah.
How much effort did you put in? So I think like main thing is like genetics is one of the main things. Again, like if you're not putting in the work to like
Yeah.
see the progress, then forget about it type shit. You know?
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. But I think the main thing is if you're putting the work in and being consistent, there's no reason why you should not like see results. type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know?
If you're consistent, like you're gonna get
You know?
there.
Like if you want to bench 225, then put the work into bench 225.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's what I would consider strong. We're talking about strictly like strength, like not even
Yeah.
like not even aesthetic.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? But a guy who's benching like 415, like you said,
Yeah.
like he's not even in the tier of strong anymore. He's
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
No, exactly.
Like
yeah.
if you do 1450, like I'm not comparing myself to you ever.
and
Like,
and that's the thing. Like sometimes I'll see on reels, like I'll see a buddy, he don't even look like that crazy,
Yeah.
and like he's putting up 315. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is he like taking some shit or what the
no,
fuck is it?
it's like that farmer strength.
bro, like it's unbelievable.
There's videos of it. You can look it up.
Yeah.
There's guys who are bodybuilders on steroids, and then you'll see a guy who's like super lean. And he's lifting just as much as them because your muscles are big, that doesn't mean you're necessarily strong.
Right.
I know it's like a crazy concept to think about. They're not exclusive or like binary. Like you could have big ass muscles but be weaker than the guy who has smaller
right,
muscles.
exactly. Yeah.
So no, that's a thing. That's 100% a thing. They call it like farmer strength.
Like the world's strongest men, they don't look like bodybuilders.
No, they don't. But they're huge.
Yeah, they're
But
huge.
They don't got like the sectioned off cutness
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. Like they look like Eddie Hall.
Pitbull.
You know,
Oh, yeah, Eddie Hall, buddy.
Eddie Hall, like
Mark Henry.
Mark
Mark Henry. I seen Mark Henry carry a semi truck with a chain.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
Yeah.
He had like a chain around his arms or whatever, and like he was
walking?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
walking with a semi truck. You know, they probably had it like
in neutral.
no, they probably had it like at like 5 miles per hour or something like
Type
that.
shit.
Like he was
in neutral or something.
like 1 mile per hour, like in first gear. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Because in neutral, when your car's off, you can push that motherfucker. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but like
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
a
When it's-
semi is a semi.
a semi's a semi, but it's Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think there's no way in hell. Like, I mean, I don't want to disrespect Mark Henry.
Yeah.
But there's just like what I know about semi trucks and it being a neutral and then Mark Henry, like
You just can't do that.
Was it a semi?
it was a semi with a trailer and he was walking with he had chains and he was walking with the fucking semi like that.
Golly.
I was like that motherfucker had to be in first gear. I'll give it to him if it was in first gear. If he was in first gear, I'll give it to him. He could get some motion with it, but to be in neutral, unless they already had like some momentum as he's picking it up,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. But I remember like seeing that as a kid and thinking like, oh my god, like Mark Henry's superhuman.
Yeah.
You ever seen the video of Big Show when he flips over the car?
Oh yeah.
I don't think
And he
I've seen
keeps
that.
rocking it. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was a real car.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like a little like Jeep or some shit.
Yeah.
Like a little Jeep fucking Cherokee.
Just flipped it.
I think it's possible for a strong man to flip over a car. You could deadlift a car. I think so.
Deadlift?
Yeah, you could deadlift
Like-
a car. Yeah, I've seen it before.
Like deadlift, flip it.
Yeah, but like a smaller car,
Right.
Like a Beetle. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a strong, like Eddie Hall could like flip a Beetle over.
Oh yeah.
Like he could do that.
Yeah.
A Beetle's not even crazy.
Yeah, no, like
Beetle's not even crazy. You could do like a
there's been stories of like
Jeep,
mothers.
like Big Show.
I don't know if this is like
Smart car.
Yeah, smart car. I don't know if this is like women propaganda, but I've heard stories of like women who like their kids are trapped under a car and like they deadlift that bitch and get the kid out. There's like several stories about shit like no propaganda. Nate's not buying it.
Nah, but there's certain shit about the body that we just don't understand still. You know, not saying that's true, but like motherfuckers who get super buff, but motherfuckers who are just strong.
Yeah.
The difference there.
Yeah.
Like there's just something about the body and like old man strength.
Yeah.
Old man strength.
Yeah.
Joel from Last of Us.
Yeah. You know, like old man strength is unbeaten.
Yeah, it is.
No, old man strength is crazy. Like sometimes I think like this guy's 50. Like my uncles, I'll shake their hand real tight, like squeeze their fucking hand, their arthritis, and make them know that I'm the big no. And then they'll squeeze my hand back and like this dude hasn't worked out in years.
Yeah.
He's probably doesn't have the best diet.
Yeah.
He's old, he's brittle. And like he'll squeeze my hand. I'm like, bro, like how does he have like monkey level grip strength?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, it's like the fibers in your body just like, you know.
That's what's cool about being a man though. Like you get that strength and then like you can be old and like withering away and still have some strength in you. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of cool.
Yep.
Something to look forward to.
If you still like use your muscles a little bit, like
Yeah, they're like blue collar guys.
you don't gotta go to the gym, but like as long as you like staying active with shit, you know. But if you're like never did shit, been scrawny your whole life, and like you're an old guy and you're still scrawny, like
Yeah, you're done.
old man strength's not gonna help you.
You don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
If you've been scrawny your whole life, like you're actually doing like major like losing what is it?
Exponential L's.
Yeah, like just basically exponential L's, like diminishing returns on diminishing returns, but there's no return. It's just
Yeah.
diminishing.
Yeah,
You're just losing.
yeah. Deteriorating.